box sets, soundboards, and merch. Oh my. Welcome to the Kiss Army Things podcast. This is episode 129. My name is Xander.
My name is Daphne.
And a lot of news has been coming out since our last episode, so today we're going to be playing catch up a little bit. But I'm excited because it seems like things are going to be picking up in 2025, which makes me really excited, and I'm sure it does you as well. So for anybody out there who is new to the channel, thank you so much for watching our show and checking in and tuning in. So basically, Daphne and I just sit around the table and talk all things Kiss Army things. It's kind of self-explanatory. But anyway, to our recurring viewers and our returning viewers, you guys know what the deal is and what's going on. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. So let's go ahead and dive right into the Kiss Spotlight because I want to get into the news.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't want to delay, but obviously I do want to start out talking about the Kiss Spotlight.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw it over to you and have you tell us what you've been listening to, what you've been rocking out to, what you've been getting into as far as Kiss's music or Kiss media or just whatever it is in general. So Daphne, take it away.
Yeah, so my Kiss Spotlight this week is Crazy Nights.
I saw that coming.
I have been listening to a ton of Crazy Nights lately.
I saw that coming.
I think maybe a week or two, maybe a couple weeks ago at this point, we're always, when we're sitting in the office listening to Kiss usually, and some Crazy Nights songs came on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to listen to Crazy Nights.
It's time for a moment.
Yes, so we listened to it in the car on our way somewhere.
That's where, yes.
I don't remember where we were going, but we listened to it in the car somewhere, and then I started listening to it in my car. I broke out my my Crazy Nights cassette tape that was my first iteration of Crazy Nights that I got at a yard sale or something forever ago. And that's how I heard the album the first time, was on that cassette tape.
Wow. That's
cool.
cool.
So I broke that out, and I've got it in my boombox out in the living room, so I've been listening to that.
That's really cool.
And it's just banger after banger.
It's one of your favorite albums, if not
so much.
Your favorite. Is that your favorite Kiss album,
I don't
or
know.
do you even know?
I don't know if I could pick a number one at this point, but it is definitely top 3 probably.
You know what we should do at some point is because Jeb and I, like episode 3 or whatever, was our top 5 favorite Kiss albums.
Yeah.
But that was like a couple years ago at this point. We don't even know your top 5, and mine's changed.
I'm sure yours has changed.
So we need to maybe at some point, if Jeb comes down, we should do a...
We should all three of us. That would be fun.
That'd be really cool to do.
Yeah.
But, because I know, we all kind of familiar. I can think of 2 of your top 5 right now. But it'd be nice to hear, maybe 3. I don't know. So...
Yeah, and I feel like my top 5 is all over the place.
It's the albums that nobody else would have in their top 5.
Yeah.
But that's what makes you a special Kiss fan, because you were introduced to it all kind of at once, and you saw it all as Kiss.
I feel like pretty much my top 5, as much as I don't get me wrong, as much as I love the 70s stuff, I think my top 5 is all 80s and 90s.
Probably, yeah, I could see that. But Crazy Nights, I feel like, did we not listen to that when we were going to get some more money bag, and did we?
Yes, on that little shopping trip. Yes,
we went and got some pizza for lunch.
Yes,
and I think you were like, "Hey, I'm bringing Crazy Nights." I said, "Hey."
Yeah,
say no more.
We were getting ready to leave, and I pulled out the CD. I was like, "Crazy Nights," and you were like, "Yeah."
Absolutely, a perfect road trip album.
It's just so good. I mean, you guys know that "I'll Fight Hell to Hold You" is one of my top Kiss songs. Also, the Gene songs on that album are some of my favorite Gene songs. They are just so good. "Good Girl Gone Bad," are you
Hell or
kidding
High
me?
Water.
Oh my god, even No. Lyrics questionable, of course, but it's such a good song.
Most Gene lyrics are.
Oh my gosh, I just love that so much.
Those Gene songs are great because he's not even really using his demon voice on that album.
No.
Even in the 80s on songs like Lick It Up, or no, on albums like Lick It Up, and you still have Gene using his lower his lower vocals, but then on Crazy Nights it just became more...
he's showing his range.
Yeah, it became a lot broader, more bigger, brighter.
Yep.
A little bit higher, pitched vocals than Gene is used to doing, or at least used to what we're hearing from Gene.
Right.
So, no, I'm with you. Those are some of Gene's best 80 songs.
Agreed. On
that album. Very good choice. Very good choice. So, personally, for me, my Kiss Spotlight, I've got 2 random small ones. Mm-hmm. Is what I'm going with. So the first one is, I don't think we've ever had a spotlight like this before. So I am spotlighting the concert that we saw 5 years ago on the day this episode goes up.
Okay.
February 16th, 2020 in Fort Wayne.
Nice.
The show in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, okay.
So I was looking at the calendar and noticed that this episode is going to go up on the 16th. And was like, oh yeah, we saw Kiss on the 16th back in 2020. And so I went back and just started looking at some photos, looking at some videos. and was just reminiscing on, seeing Kiss live. And that show was an impromptu show for us because we had already seen our last handful of shows.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute, Kiss is playing in Fort Wayne? Oh, we didn't know about that. We can't just not go see Kiss in our home state. So we traveled to Fort Wayne. It was a long drive for us because we're at the bottom and Fort Wayne's at the top. Yeah. So, but we did it, saw Kiss 6th row. That was the closest we had ever been and would ever be. And that was just a moment. That was a great night. I got some of the best photos ever.
Same.
Some great videos. And I know we all had a blast.
I can't believe that was
it's
5 years ago.
Half a decade.
That was like just before COVID. Literally the month before COVID hit, before the tour stopped, before everything stopped.
But the end of the road tour started over half a decade ago.
That's crazy.
Already.
That's crazy.
Like, time is starting to really fly.
It really is.
Which is just, I don't know, it's wild. But yeah, no, that was a great show. It was obviously a great tour. But yeah, that just got me thinking about, seeing Kiss live. And that was really cool. So yeah, I got to go back and just kind of go down memory lane looking at some photos. Of course, they played Parasite that night, which was the only time we got to see it live. It was one of the last times, if not the last time, they played Crazy Nights.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
So that was, I know it's one of your favorite songs. And again, being 6th row right there, it's like, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Unless you're front row and you get a meet and greet.
Right.
But that's out of the question for us.
For us, that's the best.
But 6th row, and we, again, got those tickets like 2 weeks prior to the show or whatever, and only paid like half as much as we paid for, the similar tickets from a previous show. You know what I mean? It was awesome. Yeah. So I'll always remember that. That was a good night. But anyway, so that's just one of my spotlights. But the other one is Raise Your Glasses.
Oh, yeah.
The book.
You were reading a lot of that.
You folks might remember this. Came out last year. It was written and put together by Tom and Zeus from Shout Out Loudcast, along with Joby Casada from ZO2. And it features song reviews of Kiss's songs by fans, musicians, celebrities, all kinds of people, and of course Tom and Zeus and Joey themselves. So a great book, and of course you can tell it's pretty thick, right?
Yeah,
this is a thick
huge
book, and I knew it was a thick book, but even after like 9 months or something like that, I don't know, I think it's been 9 months, but at least 6 months later, I still have that much to go. For whatever reason, it's just really hard for me to sit down and read.
Yeah.
So the fact that I've gotten that far is pretty impressive. I was telling you how I've started like 4 or 5 books in the last 10 years.
And haven't finished them.
Haven't finished a single one. And that's awful, but just truth be told, I would much rather be filming videos, editing videos, listening to Kiss's music. So sitting down to read is kind of difficult for me, but I've been wanting to finish this book, and I'm determined to finish this book.
You're really making headway too. I feel like just recently you've gotten really far.
Yeah, I mean, just today while I was at the I was getting new brakes and all this stuff done to my car, so I had a long time to sit there and wait, and I read through Creatures of the Night, Lick It Up, Animalize, Asylum, Crazy Nights, and I'm on Hot in the Shade now.
That's a lot.
I've got just a handful of Kiss's catalog left, and the cool thing is that now that I'm in the second part of the book, I'm getting to my song reviews.
Yes, because you did a lot of later stuff.
Most of mine are from Sonic Boom and Monster because that's my era, and I wanted to make sure those were being done right. But I also forgot that I got a couple in on like Smashes and a couple on Hot in the Shade. So that was really cool. I was reading and saw my name and thought, whoa, that's
great.
I forgot about that. And I was reading and I was like, I did a pretty good job. You know, I was like, nice. Okay, cool. But anyway, so if you didn't get this book, I still think you can get it on Amazon. It's never been done before. A book complete with song reviews for every song by a lot of fans. Even, Bruce Kulick's in here, Gene Simmons.
Gene's in there once,
Ace is in here. And you've got plenty of other special guests, Desmond Child, Chris Jericho, all kinds of people. So this still continues to be a fantastic read. I learned so much. You mentioned Crazy Nights was your spotlight. I learned by reading this that Paul initially did not realize that the song Thief in the Night had already been done before. Remember, it was on Wendy O. Williams' album, Thief in the Night, because Gene wrote it with her and all that, and it was, or at least Gene wrote it and gave it to her for her album. So Paul didn't know that at the time, and Gene brings it in as a basically complete song for Crazy Nights, and it makes it as the last song on the album, something like that. And then afterwards, Paul finds out that Gene had given it to Wendy Williams like several years later, earlier in the decade. Paul was pissed.
Was he?
Paul was not happy, and somehow that just it's funny how that didn't get discussed.
Yeah.
And he sang on that album, too. So how that didn't get... He sang on... Or was involved on that Wendy O. Williams album, too.
Okay,
so
yeah.
How he didn't know, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of wild.
I feel like that's something he must have just forgotten. Because like you said, if he was involved on the album, you'd think he would have heard the rest of the album.
He must have just not been involved with that song. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you'd think he'd listen to the whole album when it came out.
Yeah, he must have forgotten after all those years. But,
yeah, well, and it's obviously so different with a woman singing it. So
yeah, hers was a lot heavier.
Yeah, so maybe it's just something that... Maybe in the back of his mind, he was like, this song's good. It feels vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
And then just let it go.
And somehow, let it slide, and then it ends up on the album. And
I love how Gene conveniently didn't bring that back up.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that was part of it.
I bet that's what made Paul mad, because it was like, you knew that this had been done.
Right. You couldn't have
said something. You gave it to somebody else on another artist that you produced years earlier. Like, that might have been the tipping point for Paul, where it's like, okay, you've been bringing in lackluster material.
Right.
Now you're bringing in legitimately rehashed material.
Right.
This shit's got to stop. Like, I could see Paul being really upset with that.
I get it.
That was really funny.
Great song, though.
So lots of great stuff to learn and read, and just fans' perspectives and all. So that's my Kiss Spotlight, and I'm actually going to set this right here. Anyway, you know what? One thing real quickly. I want to see Kiss bookmarks.
Bookmarks, I agree.
Are there any actual Kiss... But we're going to be talking about merchandise that's going to be released. We need bookmarks.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because I'm using...
I don't have enough bookmarks.
I don't even know what this is, I'll be honest. It's an End of the Road tour, December 1st and 2nd. It's a Kiss Army... Oh, okay. So this came with the book that Rex Cat sent us. One of our patrons. Uh-huh. He sent us the Kiss Army Spain book they did from December 1st and 2nd at the Garden.
Yes, so cool.
This came with that. So I'm just using this little card that Kiss Army Spain sent as a bookmark. And it's fine, but we need legit
real
Kiss
bookmarks. I agree.
I can't think of any Kiss bookmarks. Unless it was like Hello Kitty. Yeah. For the school supply run of Hello Kitty stuff.
Right, yeah.
About 10 years ago. But as far as like Kiss bookmarks go, I haven't seen any, so...
They should do a run of
2025.
Like school supplies, office supplies. Like I know. He loves office supplies.
Don't even. Well, I got the Kiss pens, man. I got the notebooks.
But they need to do like more pens, better pens, like
they did.
Higher quality pens, and like sticky notes, and like I don't know. Notebooks.
See, if Pop House is smart, they would do that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we're talking about today, because there's been a lot that's been announced recently. And when I did an episode with Pasquale and Claudio talking about Kiss collecting, we did a collector's conference, and that was fun. It was awesome. I highly encourage everybody to watch that episode if you didn't. And right after that is when this big announcement came out that Keith and Eric brought to the table. And I was like, of course, right after we upload an episode, we have to wait a whole entire week. Right. So most fans obviously already know about this stuff. So this isn't like breaking news or anything, but it's exciting news. Especially since we just did our 2025
forecast.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I was like, you know what, guys, at this point I don't even know if we're going to see anymore.
I know, we've just been saying that we might not.
Yeah, and so now I'm going to eat my words. I said I hope I eat my words. Yeah. I cannot wait to be right back here saying, by the way, guys, so here I am eating my words, and boy am I hungry, because 2024 just seemed like there wasn't really much to sink our teeth into. Yeah. So what's been announced? What's and how? Well, okay, so I think it was February 1st. I think it was when February 1st, Keith and Eric Singer were on Kiss Live Auctions, and they were auctioning off some of Eric's personal items in his collection. Mm-hmm. And I intentionally did not tune in. Right. I intentionally did not watch this live auction. And you're thinking, whoa, Xander, aren't you like the world's second biggest Eric Singer fan behind Rob? And yeah, you're absolutely right. But I had just gotten his promo copy of Monster that was signed by him, and who knows what else they were going to show. And I was like, I need to not.
I know. I remember saying, like, oh, that sounds really cool. Like, we should watch that. And you're like, no.
Absolutely not.
I will buy everything. I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I will be bidding on everything. I have a Kiss auction pad. I'll just be like, yo, right here. Going once, going twice. Sold to Xander. I don't need that right now. Although, stay tuned to the Collector's Corner later in the episode, because I got some cool stuff to show. But we'll get there. This was really cool, though, because they did not only, again, just auction off some of Eric's stuff, give some fans a chance to own some cool stuff. Of course, you get to see Eric Singer, who we haven't really seen much of since the Garden. But they announced that apparently there's going to be 2 new box sets. There's going to be more soundboards. KISSOnline is going to relaunch in March, rebranded.
Yeah, I'm excited for
There's
that.
going to be more merchandise, and there's going to be the documentary in production. And it's just like, whoa, okay, chill out.
Yeah, that's a lot of info.
That's like an onslaught of news. Now, you can call this official news. I'm going to call this unofficial news, because it is Keith and it is Eric.
Right. It's like they do have insider knowledge, but it's not.
But there has been no press release. There is
nothing by the official KISS account.
There's no link to buy anything.
Right.
It's still early. We don't know what box sets we're getting, so we're still in kind of like speculation phase. But the fact that we now know that the machine is going to be running back up, things are going to be cranking back into motion is nice to hear. And so I thought we could just take this kind of one step at a time, talking about the box sets first. 2 box sets coming this year. We have had 2 already, and it's making me wonder what box sets these are.
Yeah.
And when they're going to be released.
Yeah, it's hard to think, especially with there only being 2, because we've already passed some pretty important.
We've already passed 2 big ones.
Yeah, and so it can't be those. So I'm like, I don't know what. Yeah. What, do you have any theories?
Well, my best guess, if they were to be smart, it would be to do the 50th anniversary for Dress to Kill and the 50th for Kiss Alive.
That's what I was thinking.
That's March next month, and then September.
Yeah.
It's spaced nicely apart. Yeah. You got something to look forward to. But, like you said, they already missed the first album. They already missed Hotter Than Hell. So now they can't even do the whole Kiss 50 box set series because they've already missed, unless they somehow go back and do them, which... It's past. The moment's passed.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it makes, to me, the most sense to do Dress to Kill coming out next month, and then waiting about 6 more months, and then comes out Kiss Alive, which is the big one, right? But who knows? Again, this is the part where Kiss will end up doing something else. Because what are the other anniversaries? We have Unmasked, which was released in 1980, so this would be 45. It'd be 45 for Unmasked. You've got 40th for Asylum, because that was 85. And then you've got 30th for, 30th for Unplugged would be next year, but the event was this year. So, I don't know. There's a few things going there. Asylum, Unmasked, I really see them getting box sets.
As much as I would love it, probably not.
Probably not. We can wait 5 more years for Asylum.
For 50,
or we can wait 10 more years for Asylum, 5 more years for Unmasked. We have plenty of time. To me, it just makes the most sense to do Dress to Kill and Alive. But again, I don't know. We'll see. It just kind of makes me wonder, though, if next year they can't do Destroyer, because they did Destroyer.
Yeah, for 45.
For 45, which is crazy because that feels like it just came out.
Yeah.
Next year's 50.
Yeah.
Next year, 2026 is 50 years. So, I don't know. Again, we'll see what happens and how it happens. If we even can afford it. I don't even know if I'll be able to afford this stuff depending on how much they're pricing it. Obviously, we can still stream it, but it's got me excited and worried.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that fans really liked those first 2 box sets, and the last one was a bit pricier than the first, because now they know, they've gauged it, Well, now they could... potentially, Kiss Alive is Kiss's biggest album.
Yeah,
so
it's massive.
That right there could be a $500 box set if they wanted it to be.
Right.
Which, if that's the case, I may have to bow out.
I was going to say, I really hope not. That's just ridiculous.
Just because at a certain point, it's like, look, I would love to buy it. At a certain point, I would just be buying it to have it to review on the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like every day I'm going through my Destroyer box set and Creatures box set. I have gone through, especially Creatures box set. I love the Creatures box set, so... I've gone through that one a few times, but it's not like I'm just sitting out here using them. You know what I mean? So at a certain point, it does become collecting stuff to put them on the shelf. But if it's cool enough and it has that cool factor, then, if I have to get it, I will get it. I will find a way. No doubt about it. But I'm like, I want them to make it worth my while. You know what I mean? And that's same with the soundboards. So the rumor with the soundboards is that there's going to be new packaging. Now, I don't know if Keith and Eric said that during the live stream. That's just something I've been hearing floating around.
That too. Yeah.
But, it wouldn't surprise me. I would hope so.
I hope so. And that's something that I said last time in our forecast when we were talking about it, is that I hope they bring them back and... that last set, because they all came out pretty rapid succession. It was not a lot of time in between.
No.
And so I'm hoping that was its own set, And then this is going to be, since so much time has passed, this is going to be a new set, and they're going to have a new look. And so I really hope that's the case, because, I mean, no offense, we've talked about the packaging of the soundboard. It's pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
And I think this would be a cool opportunity to, I mean, you could keep roughly the same vibe, but just make it a little more interesting, change the colors, maybe not that cardboard brown.
Yeah, the cardboard brown wasn't a good look. I did like the way Tom designed those logos, each one. You know, the Tokyo one
cool. The logos
had
are cool.
right that looked like Tokyo. The one from Donington had the British flag in the background kind of distorted. Animalized, had the animalized print.
And they looked like a stamp, kind of.
Yeah, so
those are cool.
There was cool elements about it. It was just the overall, you know, concept.
Yeah.
Just didn't do it for us. So maybe they got word of that. Maybe they'll decide to put more into it. Who knows? We'll see. Everybody's kind of wondering what Soundboards is going to be. I'm wondering when they're going to come out.
Yeah.
Again, I think when it comes to buying these future soundboards, I may just stick with the CDs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
CDs
fair.
only. Because what I was doing before was buying the exclusive colored vinyl on KOL, and then on release day going to a local record store, CD shop, and buying it there. I'm thinking about just cutting KOL out of the mix the whole
just
time.
The CDs.
I'm tired of paying $60, $80 for a vinyl I don't even listen to.
No.
That looks like crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll just get the CD and support local and just keep it that way. Keep it simple.
That's all you need.
Again,
and those you actually do listen to more, like in your car, because you listen to CDs in your car. It just makes more sense.
Yeah. Again, unless there's something crazy about these soundboards that makes it to where I have to get them.
Yeah.
I may just be okay with getting the CDs. Because, again, at this point, I think it's just about the music. You know what I mean? Like, I've wanted new Kiss music for so long that even though I know I'm not going to get it, I'm excited to hear new versions of the songs that I love from eras that I either haven't heard or don't hear as much, or from shows that just I don't have, or, you know, songs in the set list that never got played live. Like, I'm always surprised when I'm reminded that they actually did play songs like Exciter and I've Had Enough live in concert.
That's crazy.
Even for a couple shows, it was still there. You know, that's so cool.
Exciter live.
Amazing. I've Had Enough, Into the Fire. It's like that's awesome stuff. When we got the Mark St. John, the Poughkeepsie soundboard here Under the Gun, and having it be actually Mark St. John, you know, true to the lineup on the album.
That was so cool.
That's just that's historical value right there, and so that's what I'm hoping to see from these soundboards. I guess time will tell, and again, we have no idea. And if you do, please let us know. But I don't have any time frame on when these are coming. In my mind, it should have been last year, but oh well. Here we are, 2025. It's on the horizon. We'll have to wait and see. I was really surprised to hear about the KOL launch. The KISSOnline relaunch. It makes perfect sense. I was kind of waiting for it.
I know. I'm surprised it's taken this long, to be quite honest.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad, I think, just because too much change too soon can be a lot, you know? And they were keeping up with KISSOnline for a while. But one of our viewers even messaged me and was like, hey, am I going crazy? Is my phone messed up? Or has KOL not updated anything since, like, December?
Yeah.
And I went back and I was like, yeah, the last thing they posted was Bruce's birthday. Was saying, happy birthday, Bruce. And that was, like, in December, like, 17th or something like that, you know? So, for the last 2.5 months, they have not posted anything at all on KOL. On KISSOnline.
Social media?
No,
or on the website?
KISSOnline, the website. Okay. Yeah. And so everyone's
they've had new merch come out, though. Like Valentine's
They've dropped the Valentine's Day merch. But as far as, like, on their homepage, they always talk about new updates.
Right.
Anniversary releases, birthdays, again, like Bruce, whatever it is. So it just seemed like, you know, there was no Happy New Year post.
There was no Happy Birthday Mark St. John.
There was no Mark St. John, no Paul Stanley Happy Birthday. There was just nothing like that. So no This Day in History, important event here, important event there.
Wow, that's interesting.
So everybody was kind of like, well, what's going on? Well, apparently they've been either they're just now, which would be way too late, just now starting to really work on this rebrand, or they're finalizing it to where stop all updating. We need to get this packaged so we can get it launched and deployed. And I have no notes or no thought on this, because I'm like, what is going to happen with KOL? KOL has been the same for a long time. I mean, it's obviously changed and updated here and there, but for the last, I would say 10, 15 years, it has had a pretty much a consistent look with various updates here and there. But I'm just like, what avenue are they going to take? It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to be simplistic. It's going to be boring. It's going to be like not Kiss, not rock and roll. It's just going to be really streamlined and simplistic and kind of meh. Or it's going to be like next gen, next level as far as like interactives and different pages and things. Because remember when, we talked about this recently, the Metro card.
Yes.
On Facebook I mentioned this, how when I was taking a picture of my Metro card to post on Facebook about how it was the last day to use this, my phone scanned that QR code just on accident or, by default. And it brings up the KISS New York City Takeover website.
It's still up.
That is still live. And that was such a cool thing because, again, you have KOL, the base site, and then you have this other landing page where you can look at different various, historic sites in New York.
Yeah.
They had all of the pop-up stores and everything mapped out to where you could see it, every landmark and location. There was the name generator that you could download and just all this cool stuff that hadn't been done before, and that was in celebration for the takeover. And so it's like they could do stuff like that for the website.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's I don't know, I have no ideas because again the sky's the limit. They could do whatever they want. And so I'm really hoping that as opposed to getting a really streamlined, basic, boring, non-rock and roll, non-Kiss website.
I really hope they don't go minimalist.
I'm really hoping because a lot of things nowadays, and to a certain degree, it's okay. I like minimalistic, user-friendly.
It's okay for certain things, but not for every brand.
I will say that KISSOnline, the way it's been, hasn't always been the most user-friendly.
Yeah.
Because you have KISSOnline, then you have the KISS Tour and the KISS Shop, and so it can almost feel like separate things, even though they're both landing towards one. It just kind of got confusing. There was all the different links and graphics that were kind of like flashing at your face.
Yeah.
But that's what KISS does, right? You get all the flashing colors and the lights and all that. So KISS is always meant to be in your face, over the top. But as far as a web experience goes, you do want a nice, streamlined experience. So hopefully it'll be user-friendly, but I want it to retain that KISS flair. I love seeing the big image of the band. And for a while there on the end of the road tour, they had the lights, which I took the lights and put them into our intro.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody. But yeah, so that was really cool. And I like that interactive stuff. And so I'm like, man, if they were doing that with the KISS camp before, it's like, hopefully they have somebody else coming in who could take it to the next level.
I'm
but,
sure they do.
This apparently is going to be in March. So somewhere around March, I'm not sure how early or late into March, but around March is when we're going to see KISSOnline relaunch. So I'm excited to see what it brings, what new features they have. Maybe they'll even redo the store and have all new merch.
That's what I hope.
We'll see, but it'll be pretty exciting. Speaking of merch, so according to, again, this very same KISS live auction that we're talking about featuring Eric and Keith, Pop House has merchandise that is almost ready to go.
Okay.
They have releases planned.
Nice.
And we will be seeing those this year. Again, what they are, I don't know. Is it going to be surrounding albums like Dress to Kill and Alive and all that? Or is it going to be more random stuff like the KISS beer 10 set, whatever it was, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But this is going to be an interesting thing because we're about to enter a new wave of KISS merchandise, KISS collecting. Obviously we're in a new era anyway, but remember when the reunion tour happened, guys, and all this merch was coming out, the Spencer stuff, everybody was worried that it was going to somehow, ruin KISS collecting, and all the stuff that came before it was going to be worthless because they're flooding the market with KISS stuff. So all the KISS stuff that already came out is going to be worthless, and what we found out was it actually just made the 70s stuff worth more, and as time goes on, it continues to become worth more, so much so that now you have some Spencer stuff that even starts to climb up into the hundreds.
Yeah.
$100, $200, and so it's interesting. And so everyone's like, oh, whew, we dodged that bullet. Well, here we are in 2025 where mass production and merchandise is, again, just everywhere. It's rampant. It's for everything. So will we see these new items come out and just flood the market and have everything bottom out, or is it going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, I gotta have that, because I hope it's limited to where I mean, not everybody likes this, but with limited releases, only certain, not everybody can get their hands on it. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of have to hunt a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, the issue with those figures right there is that they were so mass-produced.
They're everywhere.
That you can get them right now on eBay for $40 a set in the box. You can get them for probably $10 out of the box.
It's not rare at all.
You can buy arms, legs, accessories separately.
That's funny.
I bought a merch lot recently that came with just the gold records.
Okay.
From those. So who knows what the figures are? I got these little gold, figures. Then there's the letters, the KI, the SS letter stands. Mm-hmm. Those you can find everywhere. So it's just not even, you can just like that, So there's no hunt to it. There's no fun. There's no value. There's cool factor. They look awesome, but yeah. So hopefully, and I'm sure they'll do this right because they know what they're doing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just sitting here spitballing. We'll see what happens and see what comes out. Again, I want to gauge what everybody in the KISS Army thinks, because as much as I love the big stuff that costs money, that you display, that takes up space, you guys know me. I love the little stuff.
Yeah, random
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about bookmarks for crying out loud a minute ago.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah,
that is honestly what I want to see.
Yeah, but I want to see, bookmarks and things like that. And, we mentioned the KISS pens and stuff like that, practical items.
Yeah, small things that you can afford to get a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, you can get the bookmark and the pen and the notebook and whatever, because they're all affordable, instead of having to save all your money for this one $400 box set or whatever.
Exactly. That by the time you save up for it, it's already gone.
Right.
And now it's on eBay for $5.50.
Yeah.
And you gotta, forget all that. I do like the little stuff. I bought those KISS pens for the journal. Mm-hmm. I love those. I mean, we're sitting here using KISS coasters.
Yep. Coffee mugs.
Coffee mugs.
Yeah, I want more mugs.
There's plenty of KISS coffee mugs.
But I want new cool ones.
Sure, absolutely. Get the ones with that change colors or do different things based on temperature, because you're always drinking hot tea. Mm-hmm. So get the ones that are really cool.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. As much as I do like high-end collectibles, I also like the small stuff. And one thing I know, back in the day, my dad had a KISS steering wheel cover.
That's cool.
From 2011, and for whatever reason, it was the coolest thing. And I still want one. I think I put it in the journal. There was on my collecting goals.
Yeah.
I think I had to go back and amend it. It was like, ooh, I can think of something else. I want to get the KISS steering wheel cover. Went to eBay and found one for over $100 and thought, no, sir.
That is crazy.
No, sir. That was the only one I could find. That was the only one there. Over $100.
That's ridiculous.
For a steering wheel cover. And I was like, man, Pop House needs to put out some steering wheel covers. Because you can get Marvel steering. You can get for anything.
They should do, car accessories.
I have the Love Gun seat covers.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's been a long time since they did air fresheners and things like that.
Air fresheners,
new air fresheners, new steering wheel covers, new seat
covers.
I
got the Monster air fresheners.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, give me some KISS air fresheners. Give me some bookmarks.
Yeah.
Give me some fun $5 crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Same.
And not everything has to be valuable. I do want there to be big things that do retain value or have value that are really cool and elaborate, like the box sets and all that, but you gotta have your small stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have,
and like you said, practical small stuff that you can use in your everyday life, like stickers to put on your laptop, bookmarks to put in your book,
Demon Waffle Maker.
Yes. Yes.
No, that was a random thing, but again, just fun stuff like that. So we'll see. Now here's another thing too that I just thought of, because in today's KISS collecting world, it's all online. Mm-hmm. We're always buying from KISSOnline. We're on eBay. We're buying from KISS Live Auctions. Mm-hmm. We're buying from various other KISS websites and just doing it that way. I bought some stuff overseas, and you got to get things imported and all that. So everything is just online, but a part of me really, really wants there to be a return to a KISS in-store retail experience. Mm-hmm. I think back to the KISS corner at Walmart, and back in the day when you would go to the mall and buy or see Kiss stuff at the mall.
Yeah.
Or I can think to when somebody told me about there being the Kiss Legos or Kiss Connects, but they look like Legos at Target, and I went and got them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And someone said there's the Kiss Rock tags at Walmart, and I had to go hunt for the Kiss Rock tags. And then even a couple years later, they found a box in the back and put them on the shelf, and I bought those, and it was just awesome. And so I miss going to the store and seeing stuff in the store.
Yeah, that hasn't been a thing for Kiss for a minute, unless it's a
it's very specific thing.
Unless it's a record or something.
I can think of those figures, the Best Action, the actions from BST-AXN. Those we got, I think, in store, right? Those were at Walmart. We bought one at the mall in Indy, and then I think a couple of them.
Even that was years ago, was it not?
That would have been around COVID.
Yeah.
And then I got the other ones at Walmart, maybe one online, and then I think the Funko figures from 2024 were sold in stores at Walmart.
Yeah, Funkos are big.
Yeah, Funkos are big everywhere, so regardless of who you are. But, so again, very limited things in stores nowadays, and so I like going to the store and buying stuff. The only downside to that, though, is you have limited quantities in store, because online you have 100, but you can't fit 100 of one thing on the shelf.
Right.
So you got to be there, get there first, and hope nobody's buying in bulk.
Right.
Which that's what people do sometimes. And, of course, you got to be wary of it getting damaged just from being handled and being put out there.
Sometimes just being unboxed and put on the shelf.
Being unboxed. So I don't know, but it's fun going out and getting stuff. It is. So maybe we'll see different things. Yeah. So maybe when it's back to school season, maybe there will be maybe Pop House will have a little mini Kiss end cap or something.
That'd be so cool.
And I go to the store and I just take the whole end cap
Sorry,
up front
kids.
and display. Yeah, no, that'd be terrible. Dang, that would be hard.
Yeah,
that'd be hard to do because it's like if I have the money and I want to, I can, but also like boo.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about any new merch. Like what is it that you actually want to see? Pasquale and I. And Claudio talked about this last time, talking about like DVDs is what we wanted.
Yeah.
DVD box sets and more movies releases and things like that. So, I mean, again, the sky's the limit, so we'll have to just wait and see. But I was really pleased to hear them again mentioning the documentary.
Yes.
I know we've talked about it recently. Keith was talking about, hey guys, send in your photos and videos of you being in New York. We want all of it. Here they are talking about it again. And for some, it might be annoying. Like, yes, we get it, documentary. But as long as they keep talking about it, that means it's going to happen.
That means it's still being worked on. Because there's been moments where they haven't talked about it for a while, and it's taking a long time, and we're like, is it even?
Sweating.
And we're thinking it's like the biopic. Is it even happening anymore?
Yeah.
But the fact that they are talking about it a lot more lately is definitely giving me hope. So I don't care when it happens, just knowing that it's coming, knowing that there's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it can happen whenever they're ready. That's fine.
Yeah, I am hoping it is this year. I'm in dire need of a new Kiss documentary. The A&E documentary was great. I liked it for what it was. It was fine for A&E, but
they should put it out in December. I know that's still really far away.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool to put it out like on December 1st or 2nd. Like it'd be the 2-year anniversary at that point. That's crazy, of the last shows. Yeah. So that'd be a cool way to market.
And they could do like a Kiss Rocks Vegas thing where they put it in theaters, select theaters
so awesome.
for one night.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the ultimate.
That'd be so
We would make a whole event out of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
We would find some local theater, partner with them, and do a whole thing.
Yeah.
We try to at least.
Get to hang out with other Kiss fans.
Yes,
awesome.
for real. That would be the best. That'd be the best way to do it. But yeah, and again, I want to see that on DVD. Mm-hmm. But they were supposed to do that one documentary in 2014, You Wanted the Best. And it got shelved, which, again, saw that coming. But that was a real bummer because that one was hyped up to be all-encompassing. Right. 40 years, every member is going to be, talked about. And it was, I can see the poster in my head right now. It was so cool how all the members, and it was just like, let's go. And it never happened. It got shelved. Talks died down, and it was almost forgotten in the ethos. So the fact that they're mentioning this one is fantastic. I cannot wait to see it. We'll see. That is it for the Kiss news. Again, that's all I heard from the Kiss live auction. Again, I still haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Now I'm afraid to watch it because I'll see what I missed out on.
Exactly. Yeah.
But again, if anybody else saw that, any of you watched it, and there was something that we missed, something we didn't talk about, a nugget of information, please let us know because I want to soak it all up. Let's get to something else, though. This is less official. and more just, historical. I think I mentioned this to you, and I posted about it, and that was KissCadillac.com.
Yes.
Launched this email update sign-up sheet where you can sign up. I'll have a link in the description. But anyway, if you go to KissCadillac.com, it's asking you to sign up for updates, assuming that there's going to be an event surrounding the 50th anniversary of Cadillac.
Yeah.
On the website, it says 10-10-25 marks 50 years. And so on October 9th and 10th, 75, Kiss visited Cadillac, Michigan. We all know the story. It's one of the best tales in rock and roll. They visited a small town. They took it over. Homecoming parade.
So awesome.
They dined with the mayor and city council for breakfast, and then flew off in a helicopter, only to land about 5 miles away just to get in it was a whole stunt just to get in a car and go in. They dropped flyers all over the field, and they rocked the gymnasium and blew the house down, and it was just an incredible moment in rock and roll history, but also history. And so I think it sounds like the city is planning something. Some kind of event.
So you think it's the city itself?
I think it is the city. It is what it sounds like.
Haven't they done something like this before?
There was something for the 40th.
Okay.
When the 40th anniversary took place, that's when they unveiled the monument that sits outside of Cadillac High. And then they also had Mr. Speed come and play to commemorate the 40th anniversary. So that was a whole special thing. And now it looks like for the 50th, they're wanting to do something else. Now, we have no idea what it is. There is nothing planned. It just says sign up for email updates, and we'll notify you as things happen. It's only February. This is October, so they have plenty of time. But it sounds like, the Cadillac Area Visitors Bureau are in the early stages of planning, and they're working with Jim Neff, who was the guy who brought Kiss in the first place back then. I don't know if he was the head coach or if he was a teacher or who he was, but Jim Neff was the guy that reached out to Kiss and got them to come in the first place.
Organize this, okay.
And here he is, again,
awesome.
ready to work with them again. It looks like Cadillac area public schools are going to be involved.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a whole thing, and I love the fact that Cadillac, still celebrates this.
Yeah.
And that's such a unique thing that, even if you're in school right now at Cadillac, I hope that you can walk in the hallways and there's a picture, in one of the trophy cases or whatever, of a picture of Kiss.
I bet there is, yeah.
Kiss and the football team from that year, or in a jersey or something, maybe some autographs. And if you go to that high school, that's a part of you. Like, that's your high school.
Yeah.
You weren't there, but who cares? That's
Yeah.
your school's history. You get to carry that and be a part of that. And then, of course, if you're going to be there this year...
And you get to be even more a part of that if this happens,
Celebrate that. And so we were already thinking about this, were we not?
We were planning on sometime this year. We were planning on going to Cadillac, finding the monument, getting some pictures, things like that.
I had a, trip planned for October, going up to Michigan, getting to finally see the monument, see Cadillac.
So now it might just be even more exciting.
Go to City Hall and go to the street where the parade was happening and just... soak all that in. I think they were at the fire station. It's like, you can do all this really cool stuff. And it sounds like, we may be going after all for something even bigger.
Oh, I hope so. It's so exciting.
I hope so too. Again, it could fall through, but it doesn't seem like this event would go unnoticed, uncelebrated.
Yeah.
Even if it ends up being just Kiss fans going to visit en masse in droves.
Fine. That sounds great.
If the city can't pull something through. But there was even a Kiss tribute band who commented on my post saying, we've reached out because we want to play.
Yeah.
Heard nothing yet, but wish us luck. And I'm like, that'd be really cool. Because
Yeah.
again, Mr. Speed played, so how cool would it be to have a Kiss tribute band come back and play? Maybe even Gene and Paul. I doubt it.
Dude, but how cool would that be though for 50 years?
Yeah, if Jim somehow reached out to Gene and Paul.
See, that'd be so cool if Kiss was actually involved in this.
50 years later, return. Maybe Ace would. That would be a really cool thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Just, I don't know. I think it's really cool, and I'm excited to see what happens. And rest assured, if anything else happens or comes out, it'll be on our Facebook, it'll be on our Instagram, it'll be right here on our show. So stay tuned for that. But I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited. So that's, again, October. I want to mention something that's coming out on the 21st. I don't know if anybody knows about this. Yes, on this month. And I don't know if it's even official or not, but I saw this and thought it was wild. So on Amazon, there is a pre-order for a limited edition 7-inch vinyl called Kiss Rock Nights.
Okay.
And again, it sounds very unofficial. And I'm going to go ahead and pull it up because I like the way the record looks and designs. Again, it's under the official.
So it is
real. It says artist Kiss.
Yeah.
And if you click Kiss, it goes to their page. But everything about it screams unofficial.
That's so strange.
But I want to just show you because that's what it looks like. How cool is that image?
Oh, that design is so cool.
You have an
with
image
the stars
of Kiss from 1975, the German logo.
Why do we have the German logo?
I don't know. It's a German logo with no R, no C, right? No copyright, no registered. It says Kiss Rock Nights, which isn't like,
it's like a weird
grammatically.
Title.
Yeah, it's a weird title. Love the design though. Kiss in 75 with stars surrounding them on the pink background.
That's an amazing photo. Yeah, the pink and the stars.
Yeah. And
is that legit?
It comes with, and it doesn't even say what's on it. It doesn't say anything. I had to dig and find other like press releases or other listings for it. And it says that it has Hotter Than Hell and Got to Choose live. So only 2 songs. And it says recorded in 75, so I'm assuming those are from Kiss Alive. Because those are both 74.
So interesting.
Limited to only 500 copies worldwide.
Okay.
So I immediately pre-ordered. It was only 15 euros.
Yeah.
16 euros.
Okay.
Or pounds or whatever it is. What is that? Is that a pound or euro? I think it's pound. I don't even know.
Sorry to our European fans. We sound ridiculous. I don't know.
No, I don't know either. But either way, very cheap, very affordable, very random. Nobody's talking about it. It's not being marketed. Kiss hasn't posted anything about it yet. It's under the official Kiss Amazon page. Several other sites have it listed.
Okay, because if it wasn't on any other site, I was like, is that a mistake on Amazon's part? Is it not actually
official Kiss? Yeah, it doesn't look like it, just to be honest with you.
Well, and even if it's not, like, it was cheap and it's cool.
It's
kind of a neat thing to have.
Yeah, I'm going to get it anyway.
Yeah, wow.
I'm going to get it anyway. I don't care.
It's so interesting.
But nobody's talking about it. It's a limited edition 7-inch vinyl record. And again, it has the German logo, so I'm wondering, like, is it supposed to be... Yeah, I don't know. It's just so random to me. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
That's odd. I can't wait to see it.
Again, it's coming out the 21st, so a few days after this episode goes up.
Yeah.
Again, we'll be posting about it, but I'll put a link in the description. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order it, do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who knows? 16 euros, pounds, whatever. Not that much. Has, I think, like I said, Hotter Than Hell Got to Choose from Kiss Alive. Almost 50 years of Kiss Alive. So, yeah, if it is official, it would make sense. If it's not official, it would make even more sense.
Right, yeah.
But either way, we'll let you know whenever we get it. It'll be part of the Collector's Corner.
Of course.
Is what will end up happening. And speaking of, I think it's time that we go ahead and get to that section, that segment of the show. My favorite section of the show, of course, because I like showing new Kiss editions, new editions of my collection, and I like when folks share with me what they've been getting. And this week is mostly just small stuff, I will say that. But I'm going to go ahead and get a drink here before I get started, because this is going to be another long one. I'm just kidding, it's not. Not a long one, but I got a few things.
Okay. Bring it on.
This first one actually isn't even official Kiss. These are just, I got postcards made.
Oh yeah,
for our podcast.
These are so cool.
I like to send out, whenever I send out packages and things to people, and notes and letters, I always include a Kiss postcard.
I love those.
An official Kiss postcard, and I write notes on it. But I'm running out.
Yeah,
I'm running out, and I don't want to use anymore because when they're gone, they're gone.
You want to still have some.
I got like 1 or 2 left. So I'm like, I'm going to keep those. But I did get some Kiss Army Things postcards made, so if anybody gets a package or a note from me, you can expect it to be on one of these.
That's very cool.
But
those turned out really good.
They did. I was pretty happy with them, and I'm thinking, like, the more I think, the more I'm like, we don't really have any Kiss Army Things merch. You know, we don't have any. Nobody can buy T-shirts and everything like that. And it's like, would you guys be interested in some T-shirts and things like that? I never even thought about that because I'm just so focused on, buying Kiss stuff. I never thought to even sell Kiss Army Thing stuff if anybody wanted that.
Yeah, the only things we've ever done is, not really sold them, but we've made buttons and stickers and things like that. Yeah. Given them away.
Yeah, we had, you're right, buttons and stickers, and then I gave the Patreon subscribers the ornaments.
Yes. So we've done some...
We got postcards.
Yeah, we got a little bit of merch out there, but it was all things that we gave away for free. Yeah.
So I guess if you guys want more traditional stuff, let us know, and we'll see if we can work something out and figure something out. That'd be kind of cool to have Kiss Army Things shirts. But anyway, so Kiss Army Things postcards is the very first thing on the list. This one I'm real excited for. Okay. Because what's today?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yay! So I've been so looking forward to seeing these.
Let's get to the Kiss
Oh,
Valentine's Day cards.
Package.
And
Thank
it actually
God.
is. They actually heard me complain.
Good.
And won. Thank you,
We
Kiss.
were assuming that they would just be kind of loose or just in like a plain plastic package because of those. Was it the animalized press-on nails?
Yes.
That were just like, they were just like in an envelope, and they had no packaging whatsoever.
Yeah. So this is really cool. So Kiss Valentine's Day cards, the red logo with the hearts. Notice
Cute.
I didn't really think of this, but this is total Kiss. The outline border is just like that, what you would see on the Don Russ trading cards in the 70s. So that's really cool. And then that Lips logo that they did was from like the 70s too. So they were kind of like really doing it a nice homage to the 70s.
I love those.
And I just realized that the bottom part you can open. Because I was thinking, well, since they have this at the top, you can't open it unless you tear it.
Right.
Nope.
But you can.
They do have the little... opening at the bottom.
So are they all in there, or do they all have their own?
No. They're all 4 in here.
Okay.
They're all 4 in here. My only issue is it does not say 2025.
I know you love it to have the year on it.
Why does it not say 2025? That makes no freaking sense.
Oh, they're so cute.
But these are cool. So yeah, These were the coolest things that
I'm
I could see.
I'm obsessed with these
from the Valentine's Day
Look how
merch
cute.
drop.
That is amazing.
I love that because I've never had Valentine's Day cards before. And this would be, again, another cool thing to have along with the bookmarks and shit like that. Like, you could have little kids get their Kiss Valentines and give them away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put what's on Aces on it.
Yeah. I got the rocket. You want the ride.
Yeah,
maybe take that one out.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that one, but that's fun for us.
The bang is questionable, but it's fine.
Yeah, maybe not now that I'm thinking about it, because most Kiss lyrics are...
I feel like the Paul one is the best. It's just, I was made for loving you. It's simple.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
You could have Making Love on one.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. Taking Me Down Below.
Oh, no.
Let's put the X and say, You Make Me Rock Hard. No, just kidding. But these were really cool. I thought these were pretty unique, pretty cool. It's Kissin' Time. Yeah, Aces is my favorite. I got the Rocket, you got the Ride. So these are really cool. I like these. Very, very simplistic. They don't have the date on them, which really irks me. How hard is it to get something with 2025 on it, people? My gosh.
Wrong way.
Wrong way?
You have them upside down.
Oh, thank you, for sure. Let's move on now to this item. Who is this from?
The Carr family.
The Carr family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have a package here from Loretta Carr. This is Eric Carr's sister.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. So somebody messaged me saying, hey, there is a new line of Eric Carr trading cards that are coming out. And if you want some, hit up Loretta. So she hooked me up with the Eric Carr trading cards, and now I think they're available now. I think if you go to Eric Carr's website, go to the Facebook page, you can find them. They are from 2024. Spoiler, they do say 2024, but they're coming out in 2025. And the ones that I got were specifically the 3 bonus trading cards. And you'll see why in a second.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. So this card right here features a piece of fabric from one of his costumes.
Whoa. That's cool.
This one has a piece of his silver wrap from one of his drum kits. And then this is a custom Eric Carr pendant.
Ooh.
With a drum on it and drumstick.
That's cool.
The cards look fantastic.
Yeah, really cool designs.
Super high quality, very cool designs, and the bonus cards come with, again, it even says on them, I think on the back, what's it say?
Sorry, what?
On the back it says, there are 3 different series bonus cards for Kiss and rock fans to collect. Legacy, Kiss Era, and Little Caesar. Each bonus card comes with a unique Eric Carr item. Many items worn on stage or used by the Fox himself. Also, Eric Carr custom jewelry. Make sure to get the full series set. And then it says, the art was done by Louis De Palma. So
cool.
Thank you, Louis. Oh my gosh. Nope. Boom. 2025.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Good.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're right.
2025 Omni Rock LLC. Thank you.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you got, of course, a little thing that advertises ericcarr.com. This is cool. A Rockheads
I love that.
business card.
That's so fun. I
That's
love
really
the Rockhead
cool.
stuff.
So everybody knows the cartoon that he created, Rockheads. Love that. Super cool. And then another Eric Carr business card there. So this is really super cool. So again, guys, if you want to, you can get all 3 of the full sets and the bonus cards. I wasn't able to swing everything. I just got the 3 bonus cards right there.
Those are cool.
But I mean, again, how historical is it to have? These are very similar to the Kiss Fox Star. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which also came with a piece of his Chikara drum kit.
Yep.
So. This is just a great way for fans to have a small piece of Eric Carr with them at all times.
I love it.
This is super cool. I got to figure out how I'm going to display these because I have that entire shelf is just Eric Carr.
You're going to have to incorporate it somehow over here.
Yeah, which is really cool. But it's funny how so far all of this stuff has been cards.
Yeah, that's
postcards,
true. Yeah,
Valentine's Day cards, and the Eric Carr cards.
Yep, car cards.
Car cards. So this is not a card.
I was gonna say it's still flat, so it could be.
But it is flat. But a miracle happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
A miracle happened about 2 weeks ago. Peter Arquette opened up the Kiss Museum for 1 week and 1 week only. And he had purchased a private collection and, come get what you can, and then the site closed. And rest assured, Xander wasn't getting away without getting something, right?
Right.
Because obviously that's my dealer and that's my boy. So I got I forgot. I got a few things in here that I can't show all of them. Yeah, for sure. So I bought a few things. This right here I can't show anybody. I'm going to do a whole video.
Okay.
I think this deserves more than just a segment here. This is going to be a video on the channel, maybe at some point this year, next year, I don't know, whenever I can.
Okay.
We'll get to that. But this is incredible. So obviously the collection that he purchased was somebody's personal collection, and they had a lot of photographs. And I feel like the person's name is out there who took this picture, but the name escapes me. So if you know it, great, fine, leave it in the comments if you want. But this is a photograph of Gene, Paul, Eric Carr, Bruce Kulick, and Mark St. John on stage. This was printed.
Bruce and Mark.
Yeah, so the photographer printed this from the film.
Yeah.
This isn't a copy.
Right.
This isn't taken from the internet and printed. This is an original copy
print,
or this is a print from the original film slide. Again, the photographer's name escapes me, but we've all seen this photo before.
That's amazing.
This is the photo, you can find it on the internet. This is the photo that shows the only time that the 5 members of KISS were on stage at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. So to have this in my collection is really awesome. Just last week before, we talked about the Animalized tour book, how I just got that with Mark St. John in it. And so now here's one more thing with Mark, and I love that he's right there in the center.
Yep.
He's happy.
He looks so happy.
He's smiling.
That's awesome.
He's on stage with the hottest band in the world. Oh man, the name of this concert is escaping me. What city was this? Oh shoot. Obviously it wasn't Poughkeepsie. It must have been Binghamton or the one before that or the one after that. I can't. That's crappy. I can't remember. Sorry guys. But anyway, we all know. It was around, the end of '84. So I purchased this photo. I cannot wait. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it right now. It's just one thing. I wanted it for my collection.
Yeah.
I had to have it. There's a photograph of all 5 members. I love all eras of history, all members, and this is just a snapshot in history. Not a lot of people got to see Eric or Mark St. John live.
Right. Only
a handful of people in the KISS Army can say, I've either seen Mark St. John live or I've seen all eras of the lineup. Not very many fans can do that. And so I know I definitely can. I only saw 2. So that's just super cool. I'll lay that right there. But that is, I think, where I'm going to end it today. A very small haul as far as size goes, but the small things can pack a big punch. I mean, I've got Eric Carr's drum kit.
Yeah.
Would Eric Carr really think that his drum kit was going to end up in my house or part of it? No, there's no way. That's cool stuff. A piece of his cloth from his costume, and then this really cool pendant. So I love that Loretta is keeping the Eric Carr legacy alive. Oh,
Definitely.
we mentioned the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some more news. It's coming out in July.
Oh, okay.
Which makes perfect sense. That's when his birthday is.
Yeah, that does make sense.
July 12th, I think, something like that.
I think so.
So yeah, it's coming out around Eric Carr's birthday. So we mentioned that in our forecast as well.
That is awesome. I can't wait for that.
That's one more thing that we can be looking forward to in 2025. 2025 is getting off.
Yeah, I feel like last year was our.
Stay tuned for this.
Yeah, I feel like last year was kind of the
in-between phase.
Yes, the in-between phase, the calm,
the calm after the storm.
Exactly, the calm after the storm and before the rebrand, relaunch. Like, I feel like even with the stuff we're talking about with KISSOnline, with them, relaunching the website here soon, I feel like even with the merch that has come out over the last year and couple months, it hasn't felt like a new phase yet. It's just felt like a continuation of what was already happening.
It feels like it, yeah.
And I almost feel like that makes sense because I feel like a successful company like that probably plans things out really far in advance. So it almost feels like everything we've gotten so far has just been left over from the way it was before they sold it. And this whole time that they've been putting out that pre-planned stuff, Pop House has been, at least I would imagine, has been working on all the new stuff and getting, further into the future planning. Yeah. So I feel like we're finally on the precipice of transitioning into this new era. I don't feel like we've really been in the new era yet. No. It's like this year.
We're kind of stuck right now, but I wonder if, I hope it's just not too late because...
I don't think so.
This past year has...
I think people needed some time.
Well, definitely. Yeah. But what this last year has done for me, I know some fans too, it's given us enough time to plan our own course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now they're wanting to do all these box sets and soundboards and merch and look at all this. It's like, okay, well, I'm over here doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I have enough time now where I'm, so hopefully they can reel us all back in and get us in there. Because some folks even said how post End of the Road Tour, they're not listening to KISS as much. They're listening to other bands now.
Yeah.
And so maybe it is time to go right back into KISS even bigger and better.
Yeah.
Hopefully some folks haven't veered off too far that they don't come back at all. But
no, I feel like most people just needed some time off and needed a year to listen to other bands and do other things.
Probably.
But if this stuff is cool enough, I think it will reel people back in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I think that they were hoping that after the End of the Road Tour, fans would have saved their money because they spent so much on the shows and the merch and the pay-per-view and
flights to New York,
flights and hotels and just all the things that we do, right?
Right.
And so over the last year, it was like building back up. Well, Xander didn't do any of that.
No.
Xander
if anything, you started buying more things.
Xander was business as usual.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Again, I may have to pass on a box set or two or, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, we're just doing our own thing, like the KISS calendar.
Yep.
Which is how we're ending every episode now. By taking a look at the calendar and checking out some of the dates that's coming up and some of the cool things. And I want to correct myself because I made a huge boo-boo in the last episode.
Did you?
Not a huge boo-boo, but it was embarrassing when I was going back and listening to it. So I said on accident last time that the date that everybody thought the first album came out on was the 8th, and that it was actually the 18th. So that's actually reversed.
Oh.
It's always been considered the 18th, but only in recent years has it come to light that it may possibly have been the 8th.
Wow.
So the official KISS calendar has the first album released on the 18th. They're going to post about it in 2 days.
On the 18th.
On the 18th. But it seems that a lot of documentation has come out that has proven that it might have actually been the 8th.
That's crazy that we don't know that for sure.
No.
I'm like, it was not that long ago. Like, that we shouldn't know
there are documents that say that the first iteration of the KISS logo or KISS's makeup was used on the first album. Well, when the first album came out, well, some documentation says February 8th.
Right.
Some says that the first use of it was the 18th. And it's just, and then there's other stuff that says something completely different. So
interesting.
And even if it was, let's say the 18th, who's to say that a store didn't put it on its shelf on the 17th?
Right, yeah.
Or the 21st, or whatever, so who actually knows, who actually cares? I celebrate KISS all day, every day. So,
facts.
But having said that, I think we can check off Mark St. John's birthday because we obviously have already passed that. And let's see, when this episode goes up, it'll be a couple days before the first album. So we'll go ahead and we'll look forward to that. That's happening this Tuesday. And then, I think we're not looking at anything else until the anniversary of Dress to Kill.
Nice.
So that's coming up. So, nothing too crazy happening right now on the KISS calendar. But I can guarantee by what we've been talking about that the year is going to ramp up pretty quickly in a big way. Hopefully soon. So, in the meantime, I really do appreciate you guys always tuning in with us and talking all things KISS. I hope you guys have a great day and a great Sunday. I had to break this episode into two. I originally had something else to talk about in this episode. And with all of this, it was like...
It would have been too much.
We can't. I mean, I think we're already over an hour right now, which is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect because next time... We'll talk about that next time. So next time we have something else, a really cool topic to talk about. I cannot wait to discuss it with you guys. So thank you again for always joining us. And we're going to go ahead and just close it up here. We'll see you in the next episode. Please follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Subscribe to our Patreon. That's the best way to support us is by becoming a Patreon subscriber. You can find that link in the description. We love talking KISS with you guys. It is always fun. So we will see you back here for episode 130. This is episode 129. My name is Xander.
My name is Daphne.
You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Peace out and rock on.